I fenced off my property after my uncle peed on my hunting spot and told me to get lost. So I inherited 30 acres of land from my grandpa when I was 25. It's this beautiful wooded area that's perfect for hunting deer and turkey. The thing is, my land sits right in the middle of my extended family's 200-acre cattle ranch, and they've been treating it like it belongs to them. My uncle Rick and his sons have been running their cattle all over my property without asking. At first I didn't mind because we're family, right? But then weird stuff started happening. I'd set up tree stands for hunting season, and they'd mysteriously disappear or get moved to completely different spots. When I asked Rick about it, he'd just shrug and say the wind probably knocked them down or something. Then I started finding bars of soap scattered everywhere on my land, like dozens of them. Just random soap bars thrown around my trails and near my favorite hunting spots. I had no idea what that was about until my cousin Jake told me his dad was doing it because he thought the soap smell would keep deer away. Rick was literally sabotaging my hunting because he didn't want me on what he considered his family's land, even though legally, it's my property and I pay taxes on it. But the final straw happened last month. I'd set up trail cameras around my property because things kept going missing, and I wanted to see what animals were coming through. When I checked the footage, I couldn't believe what I saw. There's my Uncle Rick walking up to this corn pile I'd set up for deer, and this grown man literally pulls down his pants and starts peeing all over it. Then he looks straight at the camera and starts screaming. He goes, "This is our land! You need to stop coming here! Take your cameras and get out!" He was waving his arms around and pointing at the camera like he was talking directly to me. I was so angry I could barely think straight. This man just destroyed my hunting spot and then had the nerve to tell me to leave my own property. I called a surveyor that same day and had him come mark the exact boundaries of my land. Turns out Rick's cattle had been grazing on my property for years, eating grass I was paying to maintain. 2 weeks later, I hired a fencing company to put up a 6-foot fence around my entire 30 acres, posted no trespassing signs every 50 feet, and installed a locked gate at the only entrance. Rick showed up the day the fence was finished, absolutely furious. He kept yelling about how I was being petty and breaking up the family. His cattle couldn't graze on my land anymore, and he'd have to find somewhere else to put them. I told him he should have thought about that before he peed on my corn pile and told me to get lost. My property, my rules. Now half my family won't speak to me, but I don't care. I can finally hunt in peace without worrying about my stuff getting stolen or sabotaged.